I wasn't really planning on doing a video this morning, honestly, but Kismet and I are out on an early morning walk here at Zane Grey RV Park in Camp Verde. I'm staying here for 3 weeks. We've been here for a few nights, and I did discover this path a couple of days ago, but this is the first morning that we've ever actually been able to spend a little time out here because I'm not exploring. I knew that this was here, and I love the creek. And I wanted to acknowledge that I've been doing these Akashic readings now since January. This is now October. In the very beginning, I had these manifestations or visualizations, or when I'm into records, kind of experiences where I would meet my guides, at this point, especially my two brothers, Brad and Buck, by a creek. When I discovered this spot, it also reminded me in my record, but in my readings, that God, spirits, angels, my guides would bring me to the right exact spots that would be meaningful for me. This was an impromptu sort of decision that I made to book this campground and didn't expect this creek to be here. And the very first time, which was just a couple of days ago that I walked this path, I was basically just reminded that you're here for a reason. This is where you manifested, where you meet your brothers and your guides, and you get your spiritual guidance and wisdom from. And I know it seems all weird and wacky and woo, but haven't you ever had deja vu or a dream that you had and then suddenly you're there and it's, wow, this is part of the collected consciousness and neuroscience and tapping into the spirit realm. And I guess I've been interested and a student of it, of near-death experiences and things like that. Ever since my first brother died in 1983, I've been fascinated what happens to us when we go. And it's just been growing and growing over the years. And it does take time and process. These are some of the things that I have learned. Once you discover that you have this gift or you have this interest, follow it, use it. That's the only way to grow it. And you have these gifts for a reason. I'm just learning about mine. I'll tell you a little bit about yesterday. Yesterday was my first horseback riding lesson because I'm going on a longhorn cattle drive in the middle of November. So yesterday I drove down to Mesa to my friend Lene's ranch and got a horseback riding lesson from her friend Frankie, who this is what she does, and she trains horses and whatnot. It was totally fun. Totally fun. I wore my hiking boots. I wore a cowboy. I even had to wear a bicycle helmet just in case I fall off the horse. Definitely a skill set that you need to learn and work on, right? I'm not a horsewoman, so this was new to me. That I learned a lot, and my booty got sore. And it was a long drive. And of course, I got this puppy and he's doing better with the house breaking, but now he's like pooping in my truck and barfing in it for some reason. So I don't know what's making him nervous, because it's like when I picked him up, when I got him, we still had a long drive in the truck ahead of us and he did fine. And he's done fine most of the time, but now I don't know. I don't know if it's rebellion or what. But anyway, we had a great day. We had lunch at a ghost town touristy place because, of course, when I take the dog with me, I have to find dog-friendly restaurants. And while we were there, Lene and I booked a shamanic land tour in Sedona in a couple of weeks. And I booked a biomat session. And I will give you more information on those. I had the biomat session the very first time I went to Sedona, which was about 2.5 years ago. And it was so very healing and helpful for me that I wanted to experience it again. And I need to, because I'm out of here on a healing journey. So today is going to be round 2, beginning of reading my journals, because I have a couple of days of downtime. And yes, I am on a mission to get through my life review and extract all of the elements I want to keep and burn the words and the emotions and the memories that I don't feel I need to recall or remember anymore or even share with anybody. When you read out loud or you think about or you marinate on thoughts and emotions, you give them life. And I don't want to give any more life to the emotional traumas that I have experienced in my life. I don't want to give any more life to them. Not that I had been, but I'd been triggered. I told you that I'd been triggered with some childhood trauma and was suffering from some PTSD. And then the grief over my parents' aging process. And just so much that this is why I'm out here, to search my soul and to get things repaired and fix myself. This is a great place. I'm really loving it. It's Zane Grey RV Park in Camp Verde, Arizona, which is basically only 30 minutes from Sedona, so it makes it really easy for me to get there. But it's also near Jerome and Cottonwood and a castle and some other places that I want to see. Plus, I've got a radio friend in Prescott Valley, which is not very far from here, that I have some radio equipment of my dad's that I'm going to hand off to him. I've been carrying it around in my truck for a month now, and I'm weary of it. But we made arrangements. I hope Wednesday will be the day I get to hand off this equipment that was my dad's to an old radio friend. We've known him forever, at least 40 years. So it's nice to be able to be doing that. So anyway, this is me, completely fresh bedhead hair. Yes, this is what my hair looks like naturally. I literally yesterday when I got home from the horseback riding lesson, it's a 2-hour drive back to Mesa. So it's a 2-hour drive home. And I was tired. And so I was dirty from horsing. And so I took a shower and went to bed. And so this is literally bedhead. I did nothing and no makeup, which is also out of my comfort zone. I don't even have mascara on. This is the real me close up. But I couldn't pass up sharing this morning because, yes, in my readings, in my manifestations, in my visualizations, whatever it is, when I go into my spiritual practices, this is pretty much the scene of where I am when I'm sitting having conversations with my guides. And my spirit guides did tell me that they would lead me to perfect places, perfect RV spots, perfect spots for me to heal and practice my gifts. All right, more later. I'm enjoying doing some videos. I'm journaling what's happening right now, that kind of stuff. But I'm almost to the point where it's like, do I really need to be journaling anymore? This is nuts. But it's part of my process and I cannot help myself. It's my morning routine. But obviously I have to wait until the sun comes up to come outside. All right. That's it for me on this one. Over and out.